Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Is it me?
And what are we doing?
What's going
You
on?
want to touch on Muck Up Day with HSC exams going on.
Whipper got confused and he thought he was meant to touch someone.
I love that moment when your eyes dart around the studio and it's like, Tommy, is it me? No.
Well, it's never me.
I do not need any sort of problem. Oh, it's called building suspense. You use silence in radio to build suspense.
Oh, the pregnant pause.
Pregnant pause, and then I would get Jess to fire for drum roll. Then I come out with the headline, put my arms in the air and say, discuss. All right.
Here we go, it's happening.
Victorian high school students take Muck Up Day far too far with teachers egged and then called police. Right, that's the topic.
Egging's okay, isn't it?
Egging went out of fashion when someone got their eyeball scratched. Shell can be sharp, and you look like a loser if you're hard boiling and peeling. But you're right. Back in my day, I had a mate who had ran a cafe, and they had when you get slabs of eggs, like it's a 4x4, like it's
not 4x4.
It's a pile of eggs.
It's like 8x8 or something.
It's huge.
They're massive. You get them at the markets.
They're like trays of eggs.
Oh yeah.
And we took trays of eggs from this kid's cafe and went to school, and we did a hell of a lot of egging, and we're quite proud of our work as well.
And when it dries, it chips the paint off cars.
It
Great
is
fun.
It can be a bit full on.
There's nothing fun about it. Have you ever had a hard-boiled egg thrown at you?
Well, not a hard-boiled egg. One that breaks is quite funny, but my job, unfortunately, I was the one that had to fill up the water balloons.
What, for
with
at
a
school?
certain type of liquid.
You should not do
what
this.
was in the liquid?
Which I also got busted by a teacher out the back trying to do it.
Put it on.
Were you weeing in
Ryan,
balloons?
there's some bigger balloons you can use if you've met someone special.
Why are you doing that? That is just dirty. That's not even funny.
It's not funny.
It's not funny. It's not clever.
It's not. And I look back as a 47-year-old man and I go,
how did I ever get that in there?
A couple of years ago I still thought it was funny, but I've finally matured now and
Ritchie,
said no more.
When were you hit with a hard-boiled egg? Can we go back to that? Where's your experience from how much a hard-boiled egg hurts when it hits you?
I've actually never been hit by a hard-boiled egg, but I'd like to throw one at someone
would be fun,
see
wouldn't
how hard it is.
Can we join Muck Up Day? Clay from the art department was always fun.
Yeah.
Throwing clay was great. I mean, that hurt, but also stuck to buildings beautifully. And windows.
We had it on the school bus once. Someone stole about a few kilos of clay from art class on the D bus on the way to Colonnade Shopping Centre. And, oh my God, Kate, the poor bus driver, it was on the front. People were throwing it on the front of his screen. He couldn't see out of the front window.
Well, that's dangerous.
It is dangerous.
We had a couple of sheep that were painted in the school colours that were let out onto the main oval of the school. And that's not funny, Kate.
That is kind of funny. But I like that stuff because I went to an ag school.
All right, so you get it. Thank you for giving me the sheep back there.
Yeah, but he didn't go to an ag school.
No.
But those sheep were cooked up that night. It was a beautiful lamb by the school chef.
Even the teachers joined in. It was an amazing set of feed that we enjoyed that afternoon.
Yeah, we didn't do much.
What did you do?
Muck Up Day, when I was in Year 12, we all just signed each other's shirts. We swapped uniforms. So the boys had the girls' tunics on, and I had the khaki shorts and shirt on. And
awesome.
Everyone signed everything, and there was a bit of, water bombing and feather boas, and it was pretty tame.
Yeah, we had an all-nighter, Kate. So we stayed over, I think, at Sharon Marino's house, and we had an all-nighter.
Sharon let you stay, did she?
Yeah. My mum and dad let us stay out in the granny flat out
Sharon
in her back.
Marino?
Yeah. There's a photo of it somewhere.
Sharon Marino?
Yeah.
Right, that was the name of one of the sheep that we let on.
Oh, okay, mate.
Shazza the sheep.
Yeah, and what happened at Sharon Marino's
So we had an all-nighter and went into school the next day, so we were all over the shop. And Wirianda was pretty... I mean, there's security guards out in the Oval now because, guys like Dino Rockoff used to rock up with his 3 Watt-wheelers and let them go onto students onto the...
Rockoff? Mr. Rockoff.
Oh, get your Rockoff.
That sounds like a teacher to me, not a student.
Our school Oval was a war zone.
Yeah.
So you'd go to you'd stay from certain areas of the school Oval because there were some really bad kids in certain areas.
One of the issues here and why the police have also got involved, the kids have taken it further than just the eggs. They've spread sardines and bleach varnish and rotten milk and vinegar throughout the senior centre within the school.
That would stink.
I mean, if you put sardines, it's not a bad one. If you got any sort of rotting fish and put it in an air conditioning unit.
Oh,
Just take the vent off, I would have thought, place it in, and when the air pumps out through that rotting fish, you've got yourself a great joke for a very long time till they find that fish.
Do you hate school that much? Why are you doing that?
It's the challenge.
Come on,
it's
Kate.
the challenge.
You know it's at school is Muck Up Day is your opportunity to get back at the school.
But do you want to hurt all the people that have educated
No,
you?
you're not
for
hurting
13
them.
You're not hurting them.
years?
You just it's a real
Irritating them.
it's a horrible aroma that you're leaving.
Yeah,
Rotten
okay.
milk is funny, Kate.
Is it?
Have you ever been... I'm always the person in our house, if a dairy product is going off, Lisa will say, can you try this? And I have to spoon the yogurt into my mouth, even though I can smell it from 10 feet away. And she'll tell me...
Can't you use it? You just smell that stuff. It's so obvious.
So now knowing that in the lead up to Muck Up Day, really, if there's any off-dairy products, they should be donated to Year 12 students.
Okay, let's do it. We're getting a few calls already.
Lauren in Gladesville, what was your memorable Muck Up Day moment?
Well, the fellas in our year put the headmaster's car in the trading post.
Always a good one.
So they got calls and it lasted for weeks.
Hopefully at a cheap price.
See,
Yep, absolutely.
That's fun.
that's harmless fun.
That is harmless fun. So he got a few phone calls. There's nothing worse than people asking about your car as well.
But our principal drove a Mini Minor and everyone was able to pick it up. So it turned into this joke of the principal not being able to find his car.
Oh, because
And then-
people would move
Yeah,
it.
they'd lift it up at lunchtime and move it elsewhere.
Michelle in Box Hill, what happened at your school, Mish?
In the good old days before air conditioning, we put pepper on the fans. So in the morning when the teachers turned the fans on, the classes got covered in pepper and there was a big sneeze fest.
Very good, Michelle.
good
I mean, you've got to
one.
get up there on the chair, I suppose.
That's not bad.
Layer the blades with the pepper.
Really
Not
good.
in- out of the grinder.
Those days.
I would
No,
imagine.
yeah. And Mel in Quakers Hill, memorable Muck Up Days, Mel.
We had a teacher, a science teacher, that resembled Jesus, so we tied him to a cross.
Okay. Forgive them for they not know what they have done.
Was he happy to lie down with his hands out, or did you have to hold him down against his will?
No, he was a really good sport. He was happy to do
Oh,
it.
he was happy. When you put the nails through his hands and the crown on his head, is that when he got a little bit funny about it?
No, he was good. He was really good with it.
Oh, my God.
Did he go missing for 3 days and then rock up?
No, he didn't. We
Right.
did have to take it off.
No, you rolled the stone
You know
away.
what? If he was smart, he could have gone, all right,
know.
I'll play along with
Yeah.
this. I'm having 3 days off. I'll resurrect me in 3.
I took the role really seriously.
Amanda in Mount Druitt, Muck Up Days.
We broke into the teachers' visual arts storerooms and threw paint all over the teachers' cars.
Now you get
Yeah.
caught.
Full on.
Now that-
Yeah, went a bit crazy because they wouldn't give us a muck-up day at school, and we'd heard through other schools they were doing muck-up day, so we took it into our own hands.
Did you get busted, Amanda?
Oh, yeah, for sure. We got a big sit-down and threatened that we weren't going to sit down and do our HSC. It was fun, but it was also a bit scary at the end.
Oh, you do not do
The
that.
repercussions. Was this at Mount Druitt High?
It was, yeah.
Would have been
So,
some doozies.
You were there,
There
were
would
you,
have been
Kate?
some
No.
doozies up there back in the day.
But I know, yeah.
You're a few
Yeah.
people from there, did you, Kate?
No, I didn't.
Your cousins, sisters?
No,
Mucking
but I
everything
knew
up.
Amanda. She's a close friend.
Colleen in Roseville, what happened to your sisters?
Okay, well, I've got 2 older sisters. One 3 years older, one 2 years older. So my older sister's year, they corralled my middle sister's year in hockey nets and then threw...
They did
all
what?
3
Sorry, Colleen?
And they got them inside, like they barricaded them inside of hockey nets
Yeah,
so
right.
they couldn't escape. Then they threw water and cow manure all over them and electrocuted them with cattle prodders.
Oh, my.
It's not funny.
They did this to the teachers.
Okay, this is not...
No, they did this to the children, to my middle sister's year. So the year 12 got the year 11.
Where did they go? How did you go to school? Guantanamo Bay?
Oh, my
No, in
gosh.
Hubert. So by the time I was, in year 12, I was only allowed to use water bomb.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
they got
that's
in
the
so much
thing.
trouble.
You can muck it up for the years following.
Is it funny, though, now, Colleen? Is it sort of time plus tragedy equals comedy?
Yeah, it's actually funny looking back on it.
Everyone having a bit of a laugh now?
No, I don't think so. A bit like having a hard-boiled egg thrown at you. Would you rather that or be prodded with a cattle
Well,
prod?
you've been tasered, really, haven't you?
Liz in Loftus, what's your story, Liz?
Hey, morning, guys. Morning, Kate.
Hey.
We peanut buttered all the teachers' door handles, and then one of their vehicles, I think it was principal's, we actually entirely glad wrapped the car,
Good
so they
gig.
couldn't even get the doors open.
That's
Glad
classic.
wrap. Glad wrap's a bit of a laugh.
It's a lot of work.
That's
It's a lot of
funny.
work.
It's better than the paint, surely.
But the payoff is just amazing, isn't it?
Peanut butter on the doorknob, just annoying.
We got a teacher with. We did a wallet one day. We found an old wallet, filled it with dog poo. You leave it on the side of the road, and as the teacher was leaving the school car park and going into the school, picked up the wallet, going, "Oh, what have I got here?"
Yeah, here we go.
Dog poo all over his fingers.
It's good
I mean,
for you.
from a distance,
Kate, you're laughing.
the entertainment is unbelievable, Kate.
and you couldn't even film it in those days on your phone.
No.
So
No.
you were just like living in the moment.
Yeah.
Imagine if one of the teachers had like a anaphylactic reaction to the nuts on the door handle. Next thing you know, they're on the ground having a fit and there's an
That's funny as well.
and, you know, you get a laugh.
Adrian in North Rocks, Muck Up Days.
Betsy, we're back home. We used to go to an ag school. We had a great idea to put the cow and walk them up the stairwell, 5 stairs.
Terrible line,
The cow
Adrian.
walked back downstairs.
Sorry, mate, we're going to put you on
Okay.
hold. We're going to talk to Danielle quickly and then we'll come back to you. Danielle, what happened?
I was in year 7. The year 12 boys, we had a big school, like on a large area. They ran from one end butt naked, 2 of them, like butt naked, ran through all the classes. And then got trapped in the bathroom by the principal, and they got expelled, like year 12 expelled, so they had to sit their exams by themselves.
In the
They
bathroom.
missed out. Yeah, they missed out on their end of year dinner. They got suspended from everything.
I was going to say, this would happen regularly with people or students getting expelled. The year of your HSC.
Streaking's funny, isn't it?
As a parent, getting your child all the way to the end.
I know,
and they
can you
stuff
imagine?
it.
They strip off on the final day.
What school was this, Danielle?
It was a private school in Penrith.
Oh, right, okay.
Okay, because I was going to say, I would have thought, the old, we're streaking. I thought that was kind of the thing to do.
I mean, I guess
If in
at
doubt.
school, not for me, but remember being on
movie
the
run?
school bus. I didn't get the bus, but mooning on the bus windows.
You were known as the brown-eyed girl, weren't
isn't
you?
it?
One of the funniest.
Isn't it one of the best?
Yeah,
It is.
especially if you're in
It's
the car behind.
I didn't see that coming.
Oh,
That
my
is
God.
amazing. It's huge.
It's Kate Ritchie's brown eye.
Oh, gosh. You just...
Need to say
It's
that.
just-
I would never do
Yes,
a moon.
you would.
Oh, no,
I've never
did you
mooned
ever?
never mooned in my life.
All right,
This time tomorrow on the show.
Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.